coronation uncle's son like a linnet, crammed with you a flagon, tattooed with mermaids, thirst like a dredger, died of blisters. And this scully rural
is Curly Bevan. Tell my auntie it was me that pawned the Ormolu clock. Aye, aye, Curly.
Tell my missus, no, I never.
I never did what she said. I never.
Yes, they did.
And who brings coconuts and shawls and parrots to my Gwen now?
Who's it above?
Is there another bread?
Bosoms and robins.
Concertinas?
Ebenezer's bell.
Fighting and onions?
Sorrows and daisies.
Waldo! Waldo!
Yes, Lord Wicklow.
Oh, what'll the neighbours say? What'll the neighbours say? Poor Mrs. Waldo. What she puts up with. Never should have married. If she didn't have to. Same as her mother. There's a husband for you. Buried with his father. And you know where he ended? Up in the asylum. Crying for his ma. Every Saturday. He hasn't got a leg. And carrying on with that Mrs. Biddy Morris. Up in the quarry. And seen her baby.
To be your awful wedded wife?
No!
Now, let Mr. Pritchard go sleep on either side. Mr. Ogmore, Mr. Pritchard, it's time to inhale.
And have a charcoal biscuit, which is good for me. I may smoke one pipe of asthma mixture
In the woodshed, if you please.
and dust the parlour and spray the canary.
Just like Mrs. Utah Watkins.
34, 35, 36, 48.
And trunks.
Call me Dolores like they do in the stories.
Alone until she dies. For Sally.
Owl meat. Dog's eyes. Man chop.
Mr. Bailey in butcher's bloody apron, spring heels down Coronation Street. A finger, not his own, in his mouth. Straight-faced in his cunning sleep, he pulls the legs of his dreams and, hunting on pigback, shoots down the wild giblets. Oh, my foxy darling, by Hannah Reeves, beloved wife. And in Coronation Street, you alone can see it, so many of which attempt to achieve some measure of gaiety by prinking themselves out in crude colours and by the liberal use of pink wash. Though there are a few remaining 18th century houses of more pretension, if, on the whole, in a sad state of disrepair.
By mountains where King Arthur dreams, by Penmine Mower, defiant. Harrogab Hill, a molehill seems, a pig to a giant.
Silly. You've got it on upside down. There's a conk. And look at your complexion. No, you look. It could do with a touch of makeup. It could do with a veil. Now there's a touch of glamour.
I've throttled your parakeet. I've spat in the vases. I've put cheese in the mouse holes. Here's your iced tea, dear.
Too much sugar.
You haven't tasted it yet.
Too much milk, then. Has Mr. Jenkins said his poetry?
Yes, dear.
Then it's time to get up. Give me my glasses. No, not my reading glasses. I want to look out. I want to see.
Me, Mrs. Diebread 1, Captain Shoulder and no old corset. Nice to be comfy, nice to be nice. Plodding on the cobbles to stir up a neighbor. Ah, Mrs. Sarah, can you spare a love? Diebread forgot the bread. Ah, that's a lovely morning. Oh, was your boys this morning? Oh, isn't that good news now? Little
What did I do, my dear?
Then you danced the table all over again and said that you were King Solomon Owen and I was your Mrs. Sheba.
And then?
And then I got you into bed. And breathed your
She ought to, Bess. It's her brothers.
Yes, Mum.
Written Puscat.
Yes, Mum.
Oh, you cat butcher.
It was doctored, mind.
Well, what's that got to do with it?
Yesterday, we had mold.
Oh, Lily.
Monday, otter. Tuesday, true.
Oh!
Go on, Mrs. Bainon. He's the biggest liar in town.
Corgis with my little cleaver.
Oh, Lily.
Vegetarian.
No!
But you wouldn't know he was in the house, Mrs. Ogmore Pritchard. He'll be out in the mornings at the bag of dawn with a bag. But it's for Mr. Pugh, Mrs. Pugh.
Never you mind. What's inside it?
A book called Lives of the Great Poisons. Miss Pugh loves you with all her heart, smelling of lavender today, down to the last elderflower wine, but the quince jam.
Same as ever, who's having a baby, who's black to his eye. Seen Polly Carter giving her belly an airing. That should be a law. Seen Mrs. Benion's new mold jumper. It's an old grey jumper died. Hey. Oh, the Costa soapflakes. Morgan's at it early. Until it's spring.
And he hears the noise of milk cans.
There.
Mila.
That's Polly Carter. Hello, Polly, my love.
Buckstrike, bull bellow, and the ragged gabble of the beer garden scroll as the women scratch and babble in Mrs. Owen Morgan's general shop, where everything is sold.
Pulling her leg. Now, don't you dare tell her that, is it, dear?
She'll think he's trying to pull it off and eat it.
There's a nice little evening.
When you come to think,
Look at that. No little way out. Too lazy to wipe the snout.
going out fishing every day, and all he ever brought back was a missus. And reads it aloud to willy-nilly by the squint of the spring sun through the one sealed window running with tears, while the bedraggled hens at the back door whimper.
They're not like Cherry Owen, who said you should have thrown her back, he said. Business is very poorly. Polly Carter bought 2 garters with roses. But she never got stockings, so what is the use, I say? Mr. Waldo tried to sell me a woman's nightie outsize. He said he found it, and we know where. I sold a packet of pins to Tom the sailors to pick his teeth. Oh, if this goes on, I shall.
Johnny Crack and Slossie Snail always used to say that stout and pale was good for a baby in the milking pail.
Hard against her dark, hard thighs.
Cross my palm silver without housekeeping money. Aha! What do you see of it? I see a feather bed with 3 pillows on it, and there's a text above the bed. I can't quite read what it says. Oh, these great clouds blowing again. Okay, now they've gone. God is love, the text says. It's our bed. Oh, now it's vanished. The sun. Now he grips his little arms around one of the women. Which one? Which one? Oh, the great clouds blowing again.
Another man back, Johnny from the hills, or sailing Jack. Of Tom, Dick, and Harry, who is tall as trees.
Miss Gossamer, I'd say.
Laces on her thighs, still dew damp from the first man-growing cockcrow garden, his redolent, goat-spirited hands.
Persons with manners do not read at table, says Mrs. Pugh.
She swallows a digestive tablet as big as a horse pill, whooshing it down with clouded pea soup water.
Some persons were brought up in pigsties.
Pigs don't read at table.
nesting. That's all I can say.
Star, land of a rosy, rosy love. My easy as easy, my true sweetheart. Seas green as a bean.
He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me, the dirty old fool.
Lazy she lies, a low rumble.
Husband!
She says in her sleep, there is an acid love for one of the two shambling phantoms. Mr. Ogmore hopes that it is not for him. Will their daughters cover up? There's Cherry Owen, who has just downed 17 pints of warm that in Welsh bitter beer.
A farmer's lantern glimmers, a spark on the Largrove hillside.
That's how right.
I did not need a... Did you ever see a poor boy live so cruel, so cheap? On rough that had no flesh and bones, and liquor that made you weep? Sweet, sweet, chimney sweep, I went through Pembroke City, poor and barefoot in the snow, till a kind young woman took pity. Oh, little chimney sweep, she said, black as the ace of spades. Nobody swept my chimney till my husband went his ways. Come and sweep my wheel on your chimney brush.
Come and sweep my chimney. Come and sweep my chimney.
She sighed to make me the blush. Come and sweep my chimney.